personifies why I have been so focused on illegal guns on our streets. And lawmakers back on the state and city level must catch up with this pursuit. You remove 22,000 illegal guns off our streets, and there's an endless flow in our city that individuals can shoot a nightclub patrons with several different bullets were used. It appears as though there were several guns involved, and we're going to need New Yorkers to assist. Someone saw something, someone knows who was inside that night, and we're going to need the support to bring them to justice. Because if they remain on the streets, the act of violence could remain on the streets. And we have reason to believe that gangs were involved, and that is why we have been focusing with the district attorneys to really take down illegal guns. Over half of the shootings we have in the city involve those who carry or those who are part of gangs. That is one of our most important focus. So when the city council wants to take away gang databases, they hurt us. When we have a revolving door criminal justice system that allow people who carry guns to come back out on the street, they hurt us. We pass legislation that ties up police officers from doing their job, they hurt us. And they need to be here at this crime scene to see how the actions that happens in their legislative chambers impacts the lives of people on the street. Yes, and that's why I spoke with the 18 Mitchell for Man Up and our crisis management partners in Portland. And our teams have been mobilized to the hospitals, Brookdale, Lamani's, and the other participating hospitals where families are, to go about attempting to alleviate, if not eradicate, any retaliatory shooting. That is a real concern because it could follow a gang-related shooting or any shooting. Every morning we meet with a group called HIDA. It includes city, state, and federal law enforcement entities. Prosecutors are there, our partners, they're also in the room. We are already collaborating, but there is a place the federal government can help us. They can stop the flow of guns into our city. We don't manufacture guns. We've done a great job in taking off the streets over 22,000 guns. So there's obvious to us there's a steady flow of guns. So that's the partnership we want to really examine. How do we do more with HIDA and our federal partners to stop the flow of guns on our streets? And so I could easily talk about the lowest number of shootings in the last 7 months and shooting victims. I can talk about that, but that is no consolation to this family. And so partnerships on the federal level, I believe those partnerships are important. We're doing that every morning at 10 a.m. with HIDA, but I think there's more our federal partners can do to stop the flow of guns in New York City. No, and after something like this happens, you want to give the family and the victims an opportunity to grieve. And then you reach out. Our crisis management team, Pastor Rose from my faith office, they are giving the family the assistance that they need. But you really want to give them that opportunity. So it's a shock to be the victim of a shooting, and it compounds when you lose a loved one. So we're going to be using all of our services through our faith-based community and through our crisis management team to give them the services. And as I stated, they're at the hospitals now, speaking to the family members, finding out what they need. We have a victim service apparatus that's in place. It's going to be there to help those who need funeral arrangements and any other support that they need. So there's a full body of people that are going to be there to assist the family. Well, at this point, the investigation is ongoing. We're going to find out what actions they did to contribute to this. We're going to find out were any searches in place, and we're going to allow everyone from the building department to the Department of Health and Mental Hygiene, to the police department, all to come together to determine what should be the next step.